Okay, YouTube, y'all hear me? I think y'all can. Let me see. Is it live right now? It says upcoming on my thing. Yeah, it's live. I can hear my slide. So today's topic is gonna be your calling, passion versus purpose. That's the video we're gonna be watching. After this, I'm gonna upload. After this, I'm going to upload a YouTube video, and I will be eating a banana, no homo, while the entirety of this time. Whoever's here, comment something in the chat. But we're gonna get started. Let me put up this next tab. It's not gonna be the long. It's not gonna be a long live today. It's not gonna be 2 hours. But if it goes over an hour, well, it is what it is. Oh, Felix Felix. Yeah, messing his name up. I said Felix Felix. FitX Fearless is live right now. Someone I'm subscribed to about men's advice. So a walk to the park, zman.world. Not TV series. What is it called? A walk to the park, zman.world. Purpose versus passion. That bitch called me slow. Okay, if y'all hear noise in the background and shit, y'all know it's my phone. What's up, YouTube? It's a walk in the park Wednesday, and it's June the 12th. Wednesday. Oh, I see someone. I like walking in the park and talking on the phone in the park because I feel like no one can hear me, but we'll see when I walk past them. And if I do walk past them, I might just be quieted down or whatever. But anyways, it's 3:15, I think. They told us to be back there at 3:40. We had our lunch period right now. It's lunchtime. We eating. I just finished eating. This is what my outfit is. I'm at work, and I'm at Joe Brown Park, and I'm getting closer to them. I am. I was about to say, I forgot. Oh my fucking god. That's a crow. We just walked past them. So I was saying, I forgot what I was fucking saying. Anyways, I'm gonna just keep going along with the video. So today's video is purpose versus passion. Oh, I think I can know what I'm saying. So I was saying, oh my god, all these pauses. I'm gonna have to edit this out. Oh, another person.
Oh, that was nothing. That was just a little kid with his mama. So I think I was saying, uh, so I I'm gonna be walking, and if by the time I make it back around, I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna stop, but I gotta be back for 3:40. Uh, when I do these videos, walking the park, I'm oh my god, I'm fucking this video up bad. I'ma just keep going, and if it comes back to my mind, I'ma just say it. But I'm almost all around the way. I'm almost finishing the block of this park, and I need to hurry this up. So I'm almost about to make my way back around. I might do a few more laps, but I'm gonna just keep talking. This video is only 3 minutes. I'm surprised, but I'm gonna keep getting into it, and I'm gonna just start getting on topic and talking about the video instead of rambling. Okay, so today's video is about purpose versus passion. Purpose. What is purpose? Purpose is what makes you. No, let me rephrase that. Your purpose. I might go sit down for a bit and talk just so I can focus because I can't focus at all right now. Purpose is your purpose is based on what is it that you are good at. Your passion is based on what is it that you love doing the most and what you enjoy doing the most. Now, listen, your purpose is going to be driven by your passion because what you what you do the best is going to be determined by what you like doing the most because what you like doing the most becomes what you become better at because you like doing it and you do it more often. So that's how you find your purpose. You find your purpose by figuring out your strengths and your weaknesses and um and find out your strengths and your weaknesses, building on your strengths, and also keeping in mind that you continue to improve your skills and your skill sets on what you like to do because what you like to do is sometimes what you're best at and what you're doing best at might be because you like doing it. So if that makes any sense. So they're the same, but they're also different because your purpose and your passion is different. Let me give you an example. So me, I feel like my purpose is storytelling, and I feel like my passion is music. Okay, I started off doing music. That's what I love doing. That's what I do the most. That's my passion. My purpose is storytelling. The purpose could be, oh, somebody else is walking by. How you doing? I fucking forgot what I was about to say. Okay, so your purpose. With your purpose, you your purpose could be multiple things. It doesn't have to be one thing. I like to write, act, draw, sing. Um, I say write, act, draw, sing, uh, vlog. Those things are part of storytelling. I didn't say that writing is my purpose. I didn't say that acting is my purpose. I didn't say that drawing is my purpose, photography, anything else that I do. I didn't say any of that is my purpose because those are passions. I do those things because I love doing them. But music is the top of my passions, and purpose is what is behind my passion. If that make any sense? So what's behind your passion should be the motive of your passion, why you like doing it. The why is the what makes you do the best. If that wait, what the fuck I was saying? What did I say in the beginning? I said your purpose is what do you do best, and your passion is what you like to do the best or what you like to do the most. So your purpose is the why you like doing what you're doing, and what it is that you do the best. And your passion is why you do the best, because yeah, you do it because you like it the most. That makes sense. So there's not that much to talk about. This video is going to be short and precise. I could keep talking. I'm about to start walking again to start getting my thoughts back together. I'm probably going to forget what I was about to say. And I'm probably... Wait, hold up. Before I do that, let me rewatch this video because maybe that might help me remember what I was about to say. And then I'm going to record again and walk back. And then I'm going to end the video there. Okay, so I think I remember what I was trying to say. And I hope I didn't forget anything else or I missed anything else in this video. But anyways, I think that I was trying to say is they don't want us filming or taking pictures or posting on social media of this film. But it's a Wednesday and I have to do this video because I didn't do it over the weekend and I can't do it. I couldn't do it on a Monday and I couldn't do it yesterday because I was filming yesterday. So yeah, I'm in the outfit for the film. It's gonna be on Netflix. I'm just not gonna say the name of the film. But if I get in trouble, I get in trouble. I don't care. I'm getting paid for 3 weeks. So I could be working for as many days and get fired and I'm still gonna get money coming in the bank. So with that being said, if you like this video, comment what you think about it. Like the video, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. And remember,
Remember,
we be
be
original.
original. NBA Finals. I remember making a video about NBA Finals. Wonder how good that video did. Okay, I see another video up that I want to get into. But before that, there's some talking points I want to talk about. I could have paused it when we were doing it, but I didn't. Uh, Man, I don't know why that motherfucker left. He could have saw me eating my banana and jalapeno chips. I was eating that banana like, oh. I wasn't deep throating it like, oh, oh. No, I was eating it like a spoon. And I was eating them chips. Oh, I was eating. So if he liked mukbangs and all that weird shit, he could have stayed, or she, whoever was watching. So okay, look. Purpose versus passion. In the video, I think I said purpose is behind your passion. But now that I think about it, I think that your passion is behind your purpose. Because your passion moves your purpose and it motivates your purpose. And I think I said that in the video as well. So how can a purpose be behind your passion if your passion is the one that's carrying your purpose? You can't have a purpose without your passion. Your purpose is determined by your passion. Now, there was some other way I wanted to phrase it. I just can't think of it at this point. But maybe if I watch it again, then I don't want to do that. I don't know. I'm gonna give it 10 seconds for me to think about it, and if I can't think about it, I'm gonna watch the next video. If I can think about it, I'll just say it. But if I can't think about it, I'll watch the next video and then I'll rewatch it again. And this time I'll pause.
There's a study that shows, I remember, 20% of people who actually set goals, out of 20% of people who actually set goals, 70% of that 20% don't achieve their goals. And
Let me hear what he said.
20% of people who actually set goals, out of 20% of people who actually set goals,
Let me rewind what he just said.
there's a
It's a
study
study.
that shows, I remember, 20% of people who actually set goals, 20% of people who actually set goals, 70% of that 20% don't achieve their goals. And I guess it has become so clear to me that if you are writing down your goals and setting your goals, you will have a higher success rate than people who don't. That's obvious. But the concept of focusing on growth rather than, let's say, restricting yourself to goal setting plays, I believe, an extremely vital role in our personal development, because as you start to pay attention to the growth aspect, you get in this learning state. And each time you don't achieve your goals, you look at it as opportunities for self-improvement.
I was gonna wait until the end of the video to say this, but I was gonna wait until the end of the video to say this, but I'm just gonna say this right now. What he's saying is true. I don't know what's going on with my computer. Every time I switch tabs and I'm watching the video directly instead of, you know, having it like this, I think the screen goes to black when I'm just watching the screen instead of, watching the live and watching chat. I don't know how to explain this shit. But anyways, what I was trying to say is I agree with a lot of what he's saying, and I was gonna wait until the end of the video to say this. Me personally, I used to write goals down. And when I would write goals down, I would always be expecting the outcome for my goal to be successful. And when you write goals so much, you tend to expect success, and you expect a great opportunity, or you expect something good to come out of it, but you might fail. And when you're just making so many goals and shit, what's the point in making goals if you're gonna fail every time? It's the same as if you're not making goals. You're gonna have to expect to fail, because when you're writing goals, you're not expecting to fail. You're just expecting to improve every time, and it's not realistic, because the reality of it is that you're going to fail. And if you're using the law of attachment, which is writing the goals, in my opinion, is a form of law of attachment. When you doing that, using the law of attachment to no, a law of attraction. I said attraction. I said attachment. Using the law of attraction too much sometimes when you use goals. But you can't, the law of attraction will not work unless you use the law of detachment. And the law of detachment is when you don't think about the law of attraction. You don't think about whatever you put in your mind or manifesting. You know what I'm saying? So when you just focused on it all the time, or you focused on it too much, it's not going to happen. It's not going to manifest. That's why you got to step back and use the law of detachment, not think about it, let it happen. Because if you're thinking about it too much, you're going to be stressing on it. You might fuck up and do something, or it just might not happen. You got to expect to fail sometimes. And making goals is not going to, be realistic for you. So that's why I stopped writing down my goals. And I think I might have said this in the walk in the park video.
while you're in this self-improvement learning state, you can acknowledge more things and just learn so much more. And plus, overly focusing on your goals can lead to so many downfalls I'm sure people know of, but such as stress, disappointment, lack of fulfillment, because you become so obsessed
I agree. I was just saying that.
with goals that you become so obsessed with achieving your goals that you automatically bat and swing away any opportunities that may arise for you. Like anything else that comes towards your life, you swing at it, like you bat it away. Also, if your interest or desires change, you may attach to your old or your original goals, even if it doesn't make sense for you right now. And I feel that you can also become extremely careless towards others. You wouldn't want to hear what anyone has to say, honestly. That's not a great way to live, being careless towards others. But I also want to say that embracing challenges is simply about perspective, the way you perceive things and how you view things. Instead of avoiding the challenges, individuals such as myself, with this growth mindset, they see them as opportunities to stretch their boundaries and grow, because there's no pressure of rigid goals, and they no longer are conforming to any limitations that the world has put onto them, any limitation that they have put onto themselves, any limitation that someone else has put onto them. These individuals, rather than being discouraged by failure, they see it as a stepping stone towards success. Taking away how you
Yeah, getting discouraged from a failure can be a stepping stone toward success, because the failure, instead of misconcepting that failure as something that's bad, negative, not supposed to happen, you're seeing it and you're evaluating it as just a mistake. Because the opposite of that would just be just being delusional. Like I said, making goals, it's not realistic. Because if you're making goals so much, you're putting the pressure on yourself to do them goals. And it causes stress, like he was saying. And making goals, it just could lead to a lot of shit. Man, I have a hard time thinking.
and insights along the way, picking up new information, and just along their journey, they're just picking up new information and allowing themselves to experience. A lot of the time, we just have to allow ourselves to experience. So, by prioritizing growth over goals, it can be extremely transformative. It allows us to, like I said, experience the experience. So I want to highlight a personal story with you guys. Whereas I would set goals, setting goals, achievable goals that I knew I would reach. And when I wouldn't reach these goals, I would always get to a point where it's right below the goal that I set, right under the goal that I set. And I will always question it. And so discouragement and frustration and wanting to give up on that goal.
Okay, so basically what I think he's saying is he would make a goal that he think would be easy for himself to achieve. And then he would feel discouraged if he didn't achieve that goal. That's what I'm saying. Goals are very, very hard to achieve. Even if they are easy to achieve, because you're putting that expectation on yourself and you're obsessed with the thought of, it happening. Auditions, acting, so hard. Everybody knows if you make goals for that shit, you ain't gonna achieve them. But I had something I wanted to say about this. It's gonna come back to me. I hope so.
I soon started to realize that by embracing failure, there's for growth. As I became basically a sponge for the information and experiences I would have and receive. A sponge, literally, as I would just accept everything for what it is and just live in that experience. Leading me, this just living an experience, it led me to know more about myself and how much I can really achieve, how high I can actually go in life. And I just want to reinforce that the benefits of a growth-oriented approach versus a goal-oriented approach towards life and work are extremely substantial. And we can go on and on all day about the benefits that you will receive, the fruition you will receive, but that will just make this video even longer. So if you made it to the end of this video, I encourage you to share your thoughts on this topic. And if you want to grow in all aspects of life, personally, spiritually, mentally, physically, check out my other videos. Thank you for watching, and peace.
Okay, yeah, he got a lot of videos, a couple of videos. I saw another one that showed up on my phone. I'm gonna try to watch that one. If more interesting videos come up, we're gonna watch them. But yeah, goals. I can make a whole live stream about goals. So I don't really have to talk about goals right now. So I'm not gonna stress myself out if I can't think about what I was trying to say. But let's go over to this next video. This video here that people miss out on you. Is that the same video? Yes, it is. That video came up and popped up on my phone. So let's see it again. I don't know why it's keep getting recommended.
Don't disrespect yourself trying to earn the respect of others. I say that for a reason because there's a story behind me saying that in the intent of this video. But I want to talk about in this video in general about letting people miss out on you. And now, specifically for myself, I've had a situation where I've caught myself disrespecting myself and lowering my own self-worth, lowering my own boundaries in order to earn the acceptance of somebody else. Now, the interesting thing about this is that I usually don't do that. Like I'm a person who I enforce boundaries. I set limitations. I call people out on their actions, and I'm constantly like showing my self-respect. But what I've noticed and what I've started to become aware of is that with certain people, I allow them to do various different certain things. And this is going to look different for everybody. Some people do it with people who they think have more money than them, who they see as better than them, who they see as older than them. And they almost begin to diminish their own self-respect because they see them as better than them, or they see them as like a better person in some way, shape, or form, where they idolize them over themselves. And so what I've started realizing recently within my life is how I was allowing certain people to get away with certain things and I wasn't calling them out on it like I usually would. And so this ties back into letting people miss out on you, because sometimes that's exactly what you have to do. Like, it's never worth trying to force people into your life or trying to earn the acceptance of certain people if it's going to cost you the respect you have for yourself. If it means that you have to allow them to cross certain boundaries, if it means you have to put on a facade or put on this character every time you're around them in order for them to like you, if it means like they aren't going to accept the true authentic version of yourself, like sometimes it's just not worth having certain people in your circle if it means that you have to break down your normal barriers. Now sometimes, hey, you gonna let certain people get away with little small certain things depending on who they are. I think we all have people like that. Like, I'm gonna allow my best friend to get away with certain things that I wouldn't allow my acquaintance with. So I'm going to be more forgiving to someone who's been in my life for a long time. But I think you have to put a limitation on that as well, because what I've come to understand is that people become comfortable with whatever you allow yourself to normalize or whatever you normalize for them. So if people are
A lot of the stuff he's saying is really deep and he's saying it pretty fast. But honestly, with me, I don't know. We all have our problems. Like, there's times where I feel like I don't know if I'm being myself because I just haven't figured out who I am. You know, when I started with this rapping thing, I was just rapping because my friends was telling me I sound like a rapper and that I should rap. So I gave it a try and I enjoyed doing it. But I don't know if that's who I am. So I also, now I'm not trying to be somebody else. Yeah, I might rap here and there talking about some girls that I never got, or some guns and shit, or some bizarre shit that most mainstream rappers rap about. But people know that shit ain't true, and I know that shit ain't true because nigga, I'm not even in the streets. But even if I do songs with people that's from the streets, it's like they're not gonna believe that. And if they do believe that, okay, who cares? Now, if a girl believes that, that's fine. Maybe that'll make her attracted to me. I don't care. I don't care what anyone believes about me. But what I believe about myself is I'm trying to become the best person that I can be. But the only way I can do that is by finding out who I am. I don't know if I did that or not. You know, I really don't. And I'm around people that are thugs, but I'm not friends with them. I'm around people that's weird, but I'm not friends with them. I'm around people. No, I'm associated with a lot of people, but I don't consider them all to be my friends. And there's a lot of people that I just don't talk to. There's a lot of people that I want to talk to, and they don't talk to me. So it goes both ways as well.
in your life and they're doing these various different actions. Like, believe it or not, we test the respect people have for themselves. We test people's boundaries. We test to see, is he about what he says he's about? Is that boundary really a boundary, or can I cross it and get away with it? How far can I go? How much can I get out of this person? Sometimes we just do that subconsciously. A lot of people do it with like bullying. If they see, hey, you respond to this, respond to me talking to you like this, and I know I can get away with it. And you pursue it more and more and more.
That is so fucking true. When I was in the cutoff, there was this dude. There were actually two dudes. Now, I'm not going to say it's bullying. I don't call it bullying. I usually don't call it bullying. But one time, I had got into it with some dude, and we was on Kick. That was when Kick was popular, and we were little kids. Some dude had told me something, and we got into it. And my parents had to go to the school. And my mom texted him saying that he bullied me. And when they went to the school to go talk about it and have a meeting about it, they all thought it was me that said it because it was me in the text messages. So, but that's not me. I'm not the type of person to say that someone's bullying me. I never got bullied. I've never been bullied before. If it has happened or something similar, no, I'm not going to call it that. I don't like that word. I really don't. I think bullying is more about physical, like punching and hitting and shit. I don't consider bullying to be something verbal. Yeah, if you're very feminine or if you have soft feelings and your feelings get hurt very easily, yeah, abuse is gonna be bullying to you. But come on, man, you gotta be stronger than that. But other than that, what I'm trying to say is what he was saying about people getting away with saying and doing stuff to you. There was just two dudes in the cutoff. I used to play basketball for cutoff. I used to go there all the time, and they would just pick on me. They would ribbon me all the time, and then they kept asking me if I wanted to fight, and I was always saying no. Not because I was scared or nothing. It's just that I'm not that type of dude that always be fighting. Yeah, yeah, I like to fight and I like to get in fights if I have to defend myself. I enjoy doing that type of shit. I enjoy punching shit, but I just wasn't gonna fight them. They were bigger than me. They were older than me. Not too big and not too old, but I don't know them. I don't know how they fight. I never seen them fight before. It was a lot of things that was going into it. And now when I'm saying that I don't know how they fight. That shit sound like I'm being scared. But on some real shit, I just didn't feel like fighting at that moment. But there were some people that would just say shit just to make me want to fight them and shit. And they would do that at school too. Wasn't just the cutoff. But those two, they were very, very rough on me. And one of them ended up dying. So yeah, that's that.
But then certain people, it's like, nah, I'm not gonna mess with him. I ain't gonna talk to him like that because I know he gonna get upset about it or he gonna retaliate in this way. All that depends on the respect you have for someone based off the boundaries they have set for themselves. So yeah, what I had to realize is that people will get comfortable with whatever you normalize. So whatever you allow people to consistently get away with, whatever you never check people on, they will get comfortable doing those certain actions and they'll try and break that.
Not only would I check people sometimes I would just cut them off completely, especially in high school. Like if you did something to me quick, I'll cut you off. Family members, cut you off. Friends, cut you off. Anybody, cut you off. If I had to check you once, I'm cutting you off. You can ask my parents; they know. I cut off their family members and stuff. So.
Barrier more and more and more to see the limit in which you finally retaliate, to see the limit in which you finally say stop or no, that's not allowed, or like you check them on their actions. People are just going to continue pushing and pushing and pushing until they see that limitation. And so you have.
And not just that, even if you do check them, they still gonna be going at it. So that's why I say it's just best to just cut them off. Come back to them later on in a different part of your life if you feel like you need that person in your life. But if they gonna do that shit, just cut them off. Cause they gonna keep coming at you. Stay away from that person.
Have to become aware of that and know your boundaries for certain people. Like, not normalize people getting away with certain things. Like, sometimes it might be as simple as people borrowing money from you. Like, people might consistently ask you for money because they know you don't have the strength to say no.
Now that's a boundary that I never let people cross. There's one dude from my school. He still asks me for money. Oh my god, he asks me for money all the fucking time. All I did was block him. It just took one button, the block button. I just clicked it and it was over. I didn't have to worry about him no more. He didn't cost me no more stress. I'm not sending him no more money. Now, if there's someone where we just doing business and I have to pay for some shit, I'll do it. Or if I'm just being gullible, sometimes that happens. But, I try not to do it again. But other times, when we're just doing business and I have to buy something from you, or if we're doing business and it applies for me to continue purchasing something, yeah, sure. But I'm gonna be smart with my money. I'm not gonna be spending it just because someone asks me, "Oh, can I have $20 in cash?" At no, my mom does that shit too. My mom always does that. She asks me for money, and I'm her son.
People might consistently call you out your name because they know you're not going to do nothing about it. People might consistently show some way, shape, or form of disrespect to you. And it may not even be to a point where it's intentional. It's all subconscious. Like when it gets to a point where people subconsciously disrespect you and they're just like, oh, I'm not even disrespecting him. That's what he's just always allowed me to do. I don't even see it as disrespect. I just see it as this is allowed. When it gets to that point, then that's when you know you're in bad territory. That's when you know like you really got to start enforcing things. And what I've realized is that it's way harder to earn that respect or like get somebody to lower the limitation or see you as someone that they can't do certain things with. Like say you've normalized someone always doing a certain action, it's going to be hard to unnormalize that for them without them seeing you in a certain way. So that's why you got to kind of enforce those boundaries early on so that it doesn't become their normalization in your relationship. And I think when it came to myself, and probably for a lot of you guys as well, is that when it came to enforcing certain boundaries, you feared their reaction. Like you feared whether they would accept you. You feared whether they would want to be in your life if you had that respect for yourself or if you retaliated or talked to them in that way. And that's where letting people miss out on you comes in, and just understanding that some people just aren't.
Yeah, I was saying I wasn't scared of the dudes that wanted to fight me, but now that I think about it, I probably was just a little bit because if I wasn't scared, I would have just fought. But my mom was there. I didn't want to do that. My brother was there. If I would have lost, I wouldn't want that happening in front of them.
Worth it, and some people just aren't for you. Because what you also have to understand is that if you allow certain people in your life and they just don't have respect for you, like then you can't trust them, then you can't expect them to put effort into you, then you can't expect them to show up for you in times of need. Like sometimes you have to truly question, is lowering my standards, lowering my boundaries, trying to force this person into my life, is that even a good thing for me? Like what value does it bring to my life? Like yeah, they might have this status, they may have this one thing they can provide, but don't allow that to make you overlook every other thing that they also bring into your life. The negativity, the disrespect, thinking they could get away with certain things. Like for a lot of guys, when it comes to women, you might see, oh, she's pretty, oh, she looks this way, oh, she is good to me in this area of my life, she understands me. But what about when she gets to that toxic side? What about her habits? What about the way she treats your friends or the way she interacts with other people in the world? Like sometimes you can't allow yourself to get so caught up on the good that people provide to your life that it makes you overlook all the bad. And a lot of times the bad.
I agree with that. He spent a lot of facts in this bitch, you hear me? But yeah, with the girls, hmm, yeah, a lot of simps do that shit. I ain't no simp, so if a bitch, fuck it, I said no. We not saying niggas. We not saying niggas in this motherfucker. We not saying niggas. No, no, no. If a bitch, particularly, is toxic to me, hitting me and all types of shit, cursing me out, no, she gotta go. She getting cut off just like the rest of my friends is and family members is. I'm not tolerating that shit. Nope. 0%. I'm not making up for it. I ain't doing none of that. Now she just a side hoe. All right, man, I might keep her. But if it's like if she my girlfriend, no, because I got a girlfriend because I want her to be my wife eventually, and she got to be wifey material, and all that horse shit is not wifey material.
Bad usually outshines the good. Like they're bringing more bad into your life than they are good. You're just so caught up on the feeling of when that good is being given to you. So you're just so caught up on the fact that you can say you have a pretty girlfriend, or you can get sex out of this person, or you have someone to talk to, that you're overlooking all the other red flags in your life. And you know, I'm speaking from this from a place of experience because I've done it with like multiple people. I'm just now kind of becoming more aware of it to where it's like now I can start changing certain habits, certain limitations, certain boundaries with certain people, bringing things to light and being okay with however they retaliate to it. Some people may not even want to be in my life because they aren't willing to accept that new version of me. And some people aren't going to be willing to adapt to those new boundaries and realizing that they can't get away with certain things that they were able to get away with in the past. And, even when you make certain mistakes with people or you do people wrong, like at some point in time, you're going to like do something negative to another person, whether it's accidentally hurting them, accidentally disrespecting them, accidentally making some way, shape, or form of like a mistake to where they kind of hold a grudge against you. But one thing you have to realize is that an apology is enough. You taking the step to actually start making change within yourself is enough. But what you shouldn't do is get in this headspace of thinking you owe that person something. And that's the headspace I got into, where I felt I owed another person all these various different things. And so as a result, I lost respect for myself. Like, never get in a situation where, hey, I messed up, so now trying to get your respect back or trying to get your trust back, I'm now going to diminish my own worth. I'm now going to allow you to cross all these other boundaries. I'm now.
I guess I get what he's saying right there. That's something my mom do. Like, instead of when we apologize or something something about an apology. I don't know if it's an apology from us or an apology from her. She starts buying stuff for us. But I don't know if that's what he's talking about. But yeah.
I'm not going to hold you accountable for your actions, and I'm going to start
She spoils us and start being nice to us. Yeah.
normalizing all these various different things that I don't usually normalize. And so sometimes you have to realize, like, when you do certain things for certain people in certain relationships, hey, if it's negative and you have to change yourself and you can own up to your own actions, you can start making changes. You can ask for forgiveness. You can say that apology and just own up to your BS. But don't allow that to diminish the respect you should still have for yourself, and don't let that make you put this person on a pedestal in order to make it seem like you're trying to get back up to them or earn them again or get them to accept you all over again or something like that. And again, when you start doing this, a lot of people are going to start missing out on you. A lot of people aren't going to be willing to accept the new version of you. A lot of people aren't going to forgive your mistakes. A lot of people aren't going to be willing to abide by your boundaries. A lot of people are going to feel this sense of entitlement that you do owe them something, and that they essentially want you to suck up to them because of actions you did in the past. And they won't accept your apology, and they won't accept you making changes within yourself and you growing as a person as enough. They'll expect something more out of you. And that's where you got to draw the line. That's where you got to draw that limit, because if you get so caught up in trying to be the person who others want you to be in order for them to approve you, or trying to do enough for them to finally accept you back in or see you from this certain perspective, I promise it's going to be a suffering experience, and you just really going to end up losing a whole lot of respect for yourself and not even feeling good about yourself. Because like I said in past videos, man, like sometimes people just aren't for you. Like sometimes people grow out of your life. Sometimes the current chapter or the current season you're in your life, you're gonna lose certain people. You might lose them now and they come back later in your life. You might had them for a long period of your life and then they're just no longer for you. Like, people are temporary and nobody is really ever permanent in your life. Like, sometimes the people you have now in your life is going to look completely different in a year, in 3 years, in 5 years, 10 years. Like, it changes so often because people just come and go for various different reasons. Sometimes you fall out, sometimes you just outgrow each other, sometimes people move away. Like, there's all these different reasons as to why people come and go in your life. And I don't want you to get caught up on trying to keep everything the same, trying to keep the people that have seemingly always been there, to the point that you, again, start diminishing the respect you have for yourself in order to try and force them or keep them around. Because you got to have the mindset that people are wants, people aren't needs. Anybody that's in your life currently can also be replaced, or there's better people out there for you if God decides, hey, this person isn't for you. Hey, you need to remove this person from your life. So don't ever get caught up or attached to certain people to where you do any and everything in order to keep them around, because you have to understand that sometimes there's better out there for you. Sometimes there's people that are better for you in this current season of your life or in this current version of yourself. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hope you learned a thing or two. Hope it brought you some value. Be sure to join up on the Discord, like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Yeah, that was a nice video. And his other video, Outgrowing People, I think that video go hands in hands with this one. Haven't watched it, but I'm gonna have to check it out. I might save that to my watch later. But yeah, man. I think the entire meaning of this video is don't be a simp. Now I know people say simp is like for men being simps towards women. No, but don't have that simp energy that you would have towards a woman. Don't have that with a man either, no homo. So don't be a simp to people in general, is what he's basically saying. But I don't know if the synonym would be don't be a fool, don't be a trick. Any of those words would probably go well. I can't think of a better one, but those are the ones that go hand in hand with what he was saying. Back to square one.
What's up, YouTube? It's a walk in the park Wednesday, and it's June the 12th. Wednesday. Oh, I see someone. I like walking in the park and talking on the phone in the park because I feel like no one can hear me, but we'll see when I walk past them. And if I do walk past them, I might just be quieted down or whatever. But anyways, it's 3:15, I think. They told us to be back there at 3:40. We had our lunch period right now. It's lunchtime. We eating. I just finished eating. This is what my outfit is. I'm at work, and I'm at Joe Brown Park, and I'm getting closer to them. I was about to say, I forgot. Oh my fucking God. That's a crow. We just walked past them. So I was saying, I forgot what I was fucking saying. Anyways, I'm gonna just keep going along with the video. So today's video is purpose versus passion. Oh, I think I can know what I'm saying. So I was saying, oh my God, all these pauses. I'm gonna have to edit this out. Oh, another person.
I don't think we realize that.
I still can't remember what I was trying to say about the purpose versus passion, but I'm gonna just skip that video, talk about growth, and I'm ending the live.
By investing or putting energy towards our personal development, it can lead to extremely increased happiness and even greater successes. The concept of personal growth,
Gotta rewind that.
I don't think we realize that by investing or putting energy towards our personal development, it can lead to extremely increased happiness and even greater successes. The concept of personal growth is extremely significant in our day-to-day lives, our daily lives. And most people don't even acknowledge or even appreciate it for what it is. By embracing the aspects in which it affects us on a personal level and on a professional level, because this includes our jobs and things like that, we start to see that our quality of life is improved as we learn to better control our emotions, negative thoughts. We just learn ourselves on a deeper level, and we open ourselves up to learning new things and skills. Basically, having a growth mindset. A growth mindset. I do want to say that
Someone left the live, but left the like. They didn't comment though, so nobody commented. As always, y'all motherfuckers need to comment. Fuck, y'all piss me off with this shit. Y'all don't comment on my videos. Y'all don't comment on my shorts. Y'all don't comment on my lives. Y'all don't comment on any fucking thing. I need to start commenting. Like, for real. If y'all don't comment on some of my stuff today, I'm gonna delete the channel.